Welcome back. Since you already know how to approach a functions in different form, so the products, the quotient as well as the composite function, today I'm going to give you more examples and tell you and lead you how you can apply some of these approaches. Let's go. Let me give you an example to back it up. Example, find the derivatives of number one. I have y is equal to sine e raised power x plus 3. Number two, y is equal to s cubed and x. Number three, y is equal to 2 e raised power x divided by x squared. Yeah, let's solve this. It is very simple. It is not difficult. Solution. Number one, I have y is equal to sine e raised by x plus 3. Don't forget what I ask you to do first. Ask yourself, can you use quotient rule automatically? No, because this function is not in form of fraction. Okay, now which one are you now going to use between products or chain rule? Can we use product rule? First, can we split this function from each other? No, because they are together. So y is a function of x. So it means you are going to use chain rule. And don't forget, if you want to use chain rule, you make this function to be u, then you find your du dx. Your du dx will give me what? E raised by s. Derivative of e raised by s from the standard derivative I told you is e raised by s. Derivative of constant is 0, right? Then you now go back, you know your y is sine e raised by s plus 3, and you've made e raised by s plus 3 to be u here. Then my y will be sine u. Then you find the y du. Derivative of sine u is cos u. You understand? Then you can now apply your chain rule since it is a composite function. The y ds is, I ask you not to memorize, just write the y ds here. Then you put the u here, the u here. Okay, now if you substitute, so then your dy du, what is my dy du? That's cos u multiplied by, what is the u ds? The u ds is e raised power x. You understand now? Then I'm going to have e raised power x cos u. That's e raised power s. What is your u? E raised power s plus 3. It is as simple as that. The second question, I have y is equal to s cubed tan x. Y is equal to s cubed tan x. Ask yourself, are we going to use quotient rule? No. Why? Because our function is not in form of fraction. Okay, now which one are you going to use? Products or a chain rule? So you are going to use what? Product rule, because s cube is a function, this is another function. I have told you, if you have many functions and you have the relationship between this function to be product, you are going to use product rule, and it is not difficult. And the simple way you can use, we don't want to write the formula, is to take it one by just do it like I've said the other time. That is, you differentiate the first function 3x square, you leave the second function as it is, then plus differentiating the second, that is x square s, leaving the first as it is. You can see it is very simple, isn't it? Okay, now, so that's that. So, but if you want to use your formula, don't forget it is this. The y ds is u dv ds plus u dv dx, right? Plus v du ds, sorry. So, then my u is what? S cube. The u ds is nothing but 3x squared. Then my v is tan x. The v ds is x square x. Then if you substitute into the formula, the y ds is v du dx plus u dv dx. Then if you do the substitution, then I'm going to have that my dy dx is equal to, what is my v? Tan x. What is my du dx? That is 3x squared. Then plus u, that is x cubed, dv dx is x squared x. If you check it very well, you know it is the same thing as what I've done before. Very simple. And the last one, the last but not the least, number 3, I have my y is equal to 2 e raised power x divided by h divided by x square. If you don't want to stress yourself, let me ask you, what is the approach you are going to use for this? Automatically, or let me say trivially, it is what? Quotient rule, because you have your function in form of fraction. And don't forget the approach. You make your u to be the numerator, you differentiate it. What is the derivative of 2 raised by x? It is also 2 raised by x. Then your v will be automatically x square. You also differentiate, the v dx is 2x, right? Then you now substitute into the formula. Let's say it's v du dx minus u dv dx divided by h v squared. So, and if you substitute that, then I'm going to have something of this nature is equal to, what is v? X squared, du dx, that's 2 e raised power x, minus u 2 e raised power x, the v dx is 2x, then divided by v squared. My v squared is x squared, everything squared. You understand? Then I'm going to have 2x squared e raised power 2s minus 2es, no, that will be 4x divided by x raised power 4. We see that 2 is common here, s is also common, e raised power x is also common. So then this will remain x, we will factor it out, minus 2 divided by x raised power 4. Then you can even cancel one s with this. Then I have 2es, s minus 2 divided by x raised power 3 divided by x raised power 3. So that's that. If you understand this, please don't forget to like it, share, and if you've not subscribed to my channel before, try and subscribe to it now. I will meet you in the next video. Thank you.